What's up, guys? David Land here. Welcome to NASCAR Heat. You haven't seen this in a while? That's because I had some microphone problems. And those microphone problems meant the implications were, as I get wrecked coming out of the pits, sorry Brad, the implications were that I was not able to record NASCAR Heat Evolution videos because of the fact that I had no mic, and therefore no way to record my audio. But that has now been solved, so we're here at Indianapolis trying to get qualified for what is my home race, and perhaps the most important race of the season. For after New Hampshire, we picked up a title sponsor in CJ Energy Services to adorn our number 28 Ford. So not only is it an important race because it is my home race, but it is an important race because we are trying to impress a new sponsor, and of course it's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the biggest, most historic racing circuit in all of the world. The stands are a little bit unrealistically packed for this event. I was at the Brickyard this year. In fact, I went in 2014 as well. The crowds do not show up like they used to for the Brickyard. But that does not mean it's any less important for a Hoosier to win, as I almost did an unbelievable accident in turn number 2. So let's try to get qualified, and I'll reconvene when I've set a good lap. And what on earth just happened there? Brad Keselowski decided he wanted to have his revenge, apparently. Never mind. Take two. So I took that opportunity in the pits to add some tape to the grill, play with the wedge a little bit. I've actually got the car handling pretty well. Let's see what the first lap is. We go to P8 with a 53-second lap time. See if we can improve that here in round 1. Not terribly important to go as fast as we need to, but would be nice to get up there towards the front. Let's go for one more lap just to get comfortable with the circuit. Of course, I'm very familiar with Indianapolis again. Being from here, it does mean a lot when you are either from a circuit or around a circuit or have been there. It really does help with being able to drive on it, as I did not demonstrate there by cutting the grass in turn 3. But I found this at Watkins Glen. I was able to drive Watkins Glen a lot better in video games when I'd actually been there and observed the corners and see how they worked, which ones were the fast ones, which ones were the slow ones, and all that nonsense. So let's see what we do here, as I did a really sloppy straightaway and didn't improve. So let's just sim the AI results, and 17th. So we advance to session 2. Alright, let's see what we can do here in qualifying Group 2. Not a very good lap there for the first one out. 56, I was doing a 53 earlier. Let's see if we can pick up the pace here. Did a decent turn 1 there. Chase Elliott almost loses it on the apron, or the warm-up lane, really. There is no apron in Indianapolis really to speak of anymore. There used to be, not so much anymore. If you watch my Indianapolis 500 Evolution videos, you'll see the old configuration of Indianapolis, where the warm-up lane and the apron were one the same, and that gets a little crazy from time to time. But we get through turn number 3, which I would consider probably the hardest on the track. You would think a lot of people say turn 1 because it seems narrow because of the grandstands, but in my opinion the back straightaway is faster in Indianapolis, so you're carrying the highest rate of speed going into turn 3, and obviously that makes it a little bit harder to go through the corner, or go into the corner. A 54.0, we can improve on that. Let's see if we can do it here. Ooh, that's some understeer. That's a bad understeer. That's some wall. I barely advanced out of group number 3 with a 53, so I don't know. Let's go around for one more lap, or after this one, of course, and see what we can do. All right, now we head onto the main straightaway. Take our what will be our final lap in Group 2. Win, lose, or draw here. See what we can do. Lift early into the corner, get that car settled. Try to get it settled. Please get settled. It didn't get settled. Well, I'm not going to pull a 52 out of my butt. Let's see what the AI result is. 18th. One position lower than I did in Group 1. Oh well, we'll roll off 18th for the Brickyard 400. Now let's pass it over to Rick Allen.
Welcome to NASCAR on NBC. I'm Rick Allen, and today we're coming to you from Indianapolis Motor Speedway for today's running of the Brickyard 400. It's always special to return to this historic racing venue. Indiana's home to many NASCAR drivers, all of whom grew up with big dreams of kissing the bricks here at Indy.
Okay, Rick Allen, I'll give you that we do want to kiss the bricks, but I would say we want to drink the milk a little bit more, particularly, like you said in the intro, if we're from Indiana. The brick kissing is usually a backup plan. But anyway, regardless, I'm a Hoosier driver with a new sponsor at Indianapolis. And you wouldn't know it by how many cars just passed me, but this is an important one to win, or at least show well in, for the reasons I just stated. This is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's an important place. And we are just sandwiched in the middle of a lot of cars. Thankfully a yellow came out, and somehow I don't need to repair the cars, so I won't. Boy, when you're caught in the middle like that, that is no fun. We're restarting 20th. We gained 3 positions. Green is out. We are racing. There is probably not a wreck in turn 3 like the spotter said. NASCAR just put it out so early that he's on a little bit of a delay. And for whatever reason, my acceleration in 3rd gear is absolute trash. I get molly-whopped on the restarts every single time, and Ryan Newman just about wrecked Kevin Harvick for no reason there. I'm going to call Ryan Newman the chase from now on. Okay, now we're running in a really good draft here. Actually, that's kind of excellent. See if we can actually make some moves here. 3 wide into turn number 3. Underneath Blaney and Kurt Busch, who I'm still need to get my revenge on at some point. Not today, though. Or maybe I will. I tried to get in the back of him there, but I was a little late in my decision. So now that we're behind the semi-retired Biffle and my main rival here. Of course, he can drive around the outside like that, but Biffle's going to close the door on me. Unable to get around that time. Oh, Biffle's in trouble on the outside, but he's able to pull around. Casey Kane, I don't know how you're running that low, son. It's like an instant spin if I would run down there. Around a couple former winners here. Of Tony Stewart, Indiana boy, and Paul Menard, not so Indiana boy, a Wisconsin boy. And Casey Kane, wow, with the power move. Let's see if we can pass him going into turn number 3. Car's wiggling all over the place. Couldn't pass him, but we stayed with him. See if I can cut off at the end of the apex. What on earth is Jamie McMurray doing? Look at Ryan Newman flying through there. Goodness gracious me. That was close. That was way closer than I wanted it to be, actually. It's a great lap, apparently. Even though we're getting swamped by everybody. I gotta get through the corners fast. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm making up all my time, but it's certainly not on the straightaways. I've got to get that all-important draft. Very, very important with the long, long front and back straightaway here at Indianapolis. It's actually such a great design track, though, because of the fact that it's got the long straightaways and the fairly tight corners. It's really fun to drive on. And, well, running in 13th. Lucky 13th. Perfect. Of course, we're going to need some luck to get up there and lead the race. I do have the lead a lap sponsor on there. I think it's CSX. So we're going to have to play some strategy or play something or someone to get up to the front. Or possibly just drive our way up there. The longer this thing goes green, the better our chances of driving up there, because of course the AI kind of slowed down a little bit. And as they spread out, they're not always constantly in a draft, so their straight line speed is a little bit down, which is helpful to me. Yeah, let's lift off just a little bit there. Maybe a little bit of brake to get the car stable. I set up the car for some understeer, to tend to understeer. I added a lot of tape to the grill, but I also took a lot of wedge out of the car, which hopefully will allow it to understeer, which is the problem with this game, at least for the basic setups they have in the career mode, is they always set the car up to oversteer rather than understeer. Which makes them fairly hard to drive on a controller. Might be a little bit more fun on a wheel, but you never know. And I think turn 2 is pretty much flat. Maybe a little bit of a lift. Yeah, it's not pretty much flat. It's not flat. Not flat at all. How badly did I hurt my car? Not too bad. We only have 8 laps left of fuel, so we'll be up to 16, lap number 16, when we have to pit. So it's going to be a splash and dash unless there's some yellow or whatever. That will be interesting to see what will hit the brakes there. What will happen at the end of this race via strategy. If we do get a yellow right after a pit stop or something, a pit sequence, I may come in just to top off the car so I can make it to the end. But we'll see how this works out. I saw Jamie McMurray coming out of the pits. Oh, that's right. He came in the pits and he screwed up my momentum, which allowed Newman back through. I can remember things. The 13th, that's pretty good. Honestly, pretty good right now. It fulfills one of our sponsorship requirements. It just doesn't fulfill both of them. Just a little bit of a lift there. Maybe a lot of a lift. Yep, we Hildebranded a little bit. Thankfully, the car behind us is not gaining a terrible amount. It's Harvick. Not going to look too hard at that. 31 laps to go. 40-lap race. And because it's on 25%, this is essentially the Freedom 100, the Indy Lights race. Yeah, there's Harvick. Another former winner of this thing. Won it in 2003, I believe. Of course, BWP 29 or 428 is going to be upset at me that I had to think about that. Might have been 2004 now that I think about it. No, that was Tony. What am I even talking about? There's Harvick underneath me. He's underneath me. Oh, Chase Elliott is there as well. Oh, I guess we're gonna bang on, or slam into each other on the straightaway. Okay, just go by, just go by, just go by. And then slow down in the corners, please, so I can't get through the corners properly. Yep, Dale Jr.'s down there as well. That's fun. A bunch of Chevys overtaking a Ford. What is this? Okay, so I'm thinking I short pit. I think I'm going to pit early here. I think that may be the strategy call I make. I don't know if this is a smart one, but if it's not, it's not. I don't really care. So I'm going to short pit on this lap. Alright, so the reason I short pitted is because I'm trying to back trace the race. It's something that you do on road courses and at tracks like Indianapolis, which is you pit early and you try to be the first one to make the last pit stop. So let's see if this strategy I'm employing works. We actually did a 10th better than it was estimated that we would on the pit stop. Well, I tried to drive on the Indy road course there. But if I could get off the warm-up lane a little bit slower, that would be just wonderful. And since we won't cheat, we'll use the full warm-up lane. Okay, now we are officially a lap down, but just don't know how this is going to work out. I hope it works out for me. Alright, here comes cars off into the pits. The strategy call will either work or it won't work. Well, we're 3 wide. I'm just gonna run into Greg Biffle. Okay, that wasn't very fun. We'll see where we cycle out after all the stops are done. Whew, that was close. a little too close for comfort on that one. Muchacho. So let's go here. These are the second and third place cars, I believe, just in front of us. I think I saw it change over. We're in P38, so when we come around this time, what position are we going to be in as we go by the pit lane? Come on, car, you can go fast. They're clearly coming into the pits because they're running the pit entry line. Yes, off into the pits goes Greg Biffle and Chase Elliott. So here we go, positions. Watch the position counter. Up to 37th. Okay, what a great strategy, David. You really got a good strategy going there. I thought everybody went into the pits. What's going on here? Did just the cars ahead of me go into the pits? What is going on here? Well, this really is the Brickyard, though. These cars, everybody's spread out. There's not a lot happening. We need a debris caution. NASCAR, quick, bring in the caution clock. We need you. Okay, we should be picking up some positions this time by. It looks like there are significantly more cars in the pits this time. So the positions are going to start multiplying. We'll see where we start coming out here. As there's some cars on the warm-up lane. Is that Harvick? Alright, we'll get around Harvick. So decent strategy. Making up some positions. Greg Biffle about lost it as well. The AI seem to have as much difficulty getting out of the pits here as I do, so that's not a terrible thing. Not a terrible thing at all. So we're up to 25th, catching Brad Keselowski here. Actually, we're catching him pretty fast here, actually. This could be pretty good. Looks like the AI are really rubber banding, which is fine with me. Keep rubber banding, keep giving me all of them positions. Give me all them positions. Look how slow Chase Elliott's going there. Hey, bye-bye, Chase. It's nice knowing you, Sonny. So where are we going to come by here at the start-finish line? 13th. Right where we were at the beginning, but if we can keep employing this strategy of pitting early, not pitting with anybody else, we may be in really good shape as we come around Casey Kane and David Reagan, and now we're battling with Dale Jr. for 10th. Not a terrible bit of luck here. So we start moving up through the field. Now Casey Kane is unrubber banded, so he's flying. And I totally blew that. Just decided to go up into the wall for no reason. So 12th position. So we gained gain a couple spots through that little bit of pit strategy. Now will it work at the end of the race? Who knows? And we'll bully Chase Elliott a little bit. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Somehow I didn't completely wreck. So I'll count my lucky stars on that one. Looks like we got some lap traffic coming out of the pits, I believe. So that may slow down proceedings a little bit for the folks we're chasing, which is fine with me. May give me a chance to get up there and race with them. So lift off the throttle. On the throttle. Maybe I could have drove a little bit harder into that corner, but whatever. More or less flat through turn 4. And yes, Brad Keselowski is holding up Chase Elliott, so we may be able to get him here. As my car darts and weaves on the straightaway. Lift. Throttle. It may have been a little too early, a little too ambitious. But we're good. We kept her together. Around Brad K here. Bye-bye, Brad. There is a ton of traffic up here. Goodness gracious me. They're 3 wide there as cars come out of the pits. Running behind Labonte here. Another lapper. Around the outside we go. I think the retired Scott is up there. Indeed, that is him. Well, at least the lap traffic is fun to pass. It's a little bit different than what we're used to. As I scrape the wall for no reason. I'm becoming very acquainted with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway walls. They're going to be very upset with me that I keep wiping all their white paint off. Alright, let's go around the outside of Mr. Lapper Scott here. Excellent. David Reagan, who we just passed for position, apparently pitted. And now we are lapping him. So around David Reagan we go. Oh, there's a car in the wall. Car in the wall, car in the wall, car in the wall. Oh, goodness gracious me. Do not come back in. Oh, that was Dale Jr. And thank God there's a yellow because Brian Scott just about wrecked me. I put it under that yellow in an attempt to try to strategy my way into leading a lap in this thing. Trying to make that money. It may have put me back on sequence, which is a bad thing though. At least for what I'm trying to do, which is also win the race and get in the chase, and that's even worse here. Oh goodness. Thank you for bringing out the yellow for that one. I'm not going to pit. Okay, we restart 22nd. Hopefully we won't get run over this time. But I'm not confident. Not confident. We're underway. Back to racing in Indianapolis. Gotta stay ahead of Denny. Car is so trash. Now accelerating out of third gear. I don't know what the problem is. I do not know what the problem is. But just a little bit of a lift there, and another yellow. Not caused by me this time, but it means I have to survive another restart. Okay, well, this is it. We're restarting third behind Annette the Threat and Kevin Harvick. Oh boy. We have 12 laps of fuel. There are 12 laps to go. I'm going to shift early into fourth here. It did not help. That did not help. That did not help matters. In fact, made them much worse. Much worse. Well, I tried to get the lead. Now I've just got to be smart here. Operative word, smart. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop running into Logano, stop running into Logano. Oh, this is going to be a really bad crash. Well, knew it was coming. Yellow, bring out a yellow, please. There's a 20-car pileup in turn 3. Okay, had to pit. 30th place, restart. That's frustrating, but that's NASCAR Heat Evolution. We're underway, once again. Tried to brake check the field that time. I don't know how well that worked. Got 4 laps to go. And a ton of positions to make up. Am I going to be able to do it? We got 4 laps to do it. Time to be crazy. The Tony Kanaan line. Now we're taking the, I don't know what line this is. We'll call it the David Land line. Got 10 positions to make up at least to get my 15th place. Mooney. Come on, car. Come on, come on, come on. Stay there. Come on, Ellis. Get out of my way. I'm going around a very famous name at this track, Mears. 4-time winner at the Indianapolis 500 was Rick Mears, Casey's uncle. Of course, Casey now out of a ride because of the Silver Spoon Brigade. Come on, come on, come on. Around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Come on, let's make up some more positions. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. This is terrible commentary, but I don't care. Come on, come on, let's go. Casey Kane, get out of my way. Tony Stewart, get out of my way. 4 wide, 4 wide. Why not? Leroy Jenkins. Oh, No, no, no. Bring out a yellow. I couldn't even get a yellow to come out. God bless America. Well, at least they all slowed down, because it looks like somebody had some problems. Well, thanks for that, McMurray, but it's too little too late, I believe. 2 to go. So it would be nice if somebody would bring out a yellow right now, so we get a green-white checker. My aerodynamics are gone, so naturally the car won't steer into the corners. And Keselowski's not even for position. In fact, I don't think any of these guys are for position. Just get in the draft and hope I can start making up some places. I need to start seeing 30th. There we go. Okay, start passing all the people I passed the last time. Oh, the car is so much faster this time. It's so annoying because I was third on one of those restarts, and the stupid, terrible gearing of this car ruined that. Soiled it. Soiled it. Well, we'll see how many positions I can make up in this last lap. Doesn't look like I'm going to make up too many points either, which means it's going to probably mean I'm going to still be 30th in the, or 31st in the points, which is going to be not great. Not good at all, in fact. Oh, oh. Really? Really? Insult to injury. I swear, these yellow flags really get on my nerves. Really get on my nerves. Or lack thereof, the yellow flags. And to make matters worse, Kurt Busch won. So let's take a look at the money I earned. 15 grand from a 29th place finish. Another 12 from my sponsor, C&J Energy Services. Unfortunate result, 28,000 was the prize. Points, probably not very good. In fact, let's see, probably fell a place. Nope, we maintained 31st. So let's head back to the garage and see if there's anything else to take a look at. So from Indianapolis, we move on to Pocono for the Pennsylvania 400. Nothing else to take a look at. 167,000 in the bank. So we hope to see you there. Hopefully I can run a little bit better than I did at Indianapolis. So perhaps we can pull a Chris Buescher off in the Pennsylvania 400. Again, I hope to see you there. This has been David Land on YouTube. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more NASCAR Heat Evolution. So until then, guys, this has been David Land on YouTube, and we will see you in the next video.